What I want to share with you today is why taking action is the key to gain momentum in your life and start creating real change. So let's be honest. Nothing in your life is gonna happen until you take action and start gaining momentum. So I'm sure that you know of a lot of people wanting to do something different in their lives or careers, but they ended up not doing anything, right? Because they, before even trying, they decided in their heads that maybe it may entail too much risk or complications. They ended up making up excuses to justify that decision of not taking action. Sounds that familiar? Because for me, it does, right? I've done it like 1,000 times. I used to get stuck in my head like a lot. And when I had to take decisions, I was used to go in circles and spend hours and sometimes even days thinking and assessing all the possibilities and outcomes that could result from taking a specific decision, right? But you know what I found after some years like going in those circles that didn't really make me happy. I end up like thinking like a lot of negative stuff and the negative things that could happen, because that's why you end up not taking action, because in your mind you end up like justifying that the risk is too much and you don't take the risk. I did it like for a long time. And at some point I was like, maybe if I let go of those fears and limitations that my mind puts here because it wants me to be safe, right? That's okay, perfect. I kind of understood that that's how the mind works. It tries to keep you safe, but you cannot achieve the things that you really want in your life if you are always playing it safe. That's the truth. I'm not saying that you don't have to think and assess the next move in your life. You must do it. Of course you have to. Okay, is this the right decision? No, whatever it is in that moment, right? Start assessing a little bit the possibilities and the results and the responsibility that taking a specific decision may entail for you. But the key is to balance both things, right? Thought, action. So when you are like stuck in your head, thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, you end up like in circles, right? Going in circles and creating more and more of the same thoughts and doubts, and never ends, right? It's a never ending circle. The key is to balance this part about thinking and assessing, and then take action. Even if you're not sure, let's start taking small action. For example, moving towards that big decision. Because when you take action, what happens, this is very interesting, you acquire a new intelligence that thought alone cannot give you. Never. Because you must experience what is it for you. Because maybe in your mind you're thinking that that's the best decision for you, but then you take that decision and you go and do it and you're like, okay, it doesn't feel right. You've been there, I've been there like a lot of times. So now I'm used to think less and act more, because when you take action, then you see, all right, this is for me or this is not for me. That's the key of this video, is that just, hey, when you have to make decisions, even if they are like complicated decisions, just like assess a little bit in your mind. You can even make a list of pros and cons of taking a specific decision. So that way you start like taking action in some way, because you are not like just here stuck in your mind. The moment you start writing down those ideas, you get like more clarity. So that's one key thing that I do when I have to take decisions. Most importantly, when they are like big decisions in my life. Me and my husband, we do this in our company and all that. When we're like about to launch a big program or whatever, we go to the paper and put like the pros and the cons of taking that decision. We leave the paper there. We look at it like maybe 2 days after that, and then we reread it, and then we decide what we want to do. That's the reason why we don't do it in the same time, because when you are doing it and you want to make a decision fast, kind of you never like make the best decision. So it's better to write it down, and then you go for a walk and you like do things that make you move your energy in your body. Because when we end up like being stuck here in our heads, we have like loops of thoughts, you're not gonna get more clarity. What you should do is you can like one thing, you can write it down, pros and cons, and then you can leave the paper there for 2-3 days, whatever is it for you, and then go for a walk, meditate, do activities that made like your energy move and your mind clear up, and then go back to that moment of taking the decision. Try to take the decision from your heart. The heart has a wisdom that the mind doesn't really understand. So sometimes you are about to take a decision that logically it doesn't make any sense. You don't know why, but you know inside you feels right for you. That's what you want to end up having every time that you have to take a decision. And how you do that, for me, is about calming my mind, like through meditation, because it works for me. I go and take a run, and then I do exercise. I do things that mostly what they do is recharge me, and they move the energy around so the energy is not stuck here. Because when it is stuck here, the decision I'm gonna make, it's not gonna be that like the best decision. So what I do is I stop and I calm my mind, and then I try to listen, and I ask the question, what should I do? And what I'm doing is asking myself the thing that is true inside you. You know, like give me the answer about what is it the next move that I have to take in my life. It's something magic. When it happens, it's magic because you know that it doesn't make any sense, but you know for sure that you're gonna be okay because it feels right. Okay, and it doesn't mean maybe if you take a complicated decision and you move forward and then facing a lot of obstacles and complications, that's okay. Welcome. Come to me, right? Because those are the obstacles and complications that are gonna make you grow and evolve and make you even better and become that person, like this person embodying their life purpose here. That's what I wanted to share with you today, that every time you have to make a decision, even if it's a small, but if it's a big decision, what I would advise is to balance thought and action. I hope all these tips about how making decisions work for you or can help you in any way. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.